This is part 33, and we are still here at the Emerald Graves. This is where we left off from the last time. And right now we are going to search for this proof of Fairbanks nobility. I'm gonna bring in Varric. Varric's abilities are quite interesting. Let's have this one.
Oh, died slow.
Varric can ride a very high horse. I wonder how a dwarf can have that. Draw out the red temple operation available. Ooh, what's this? There's something here.
Another stream so early?
Oh, hello! Yeah, I just had a break. I just finished taking a break and now I'm back. I had to finish this Emerald Graves. Then I'm surprised you're still up. Not sleepy? Let's see, we'll finish this one. And
I'm gonna get some sleep. I'm bloody tired. It's 6:12 a.m. here. Good morning.
yes, good morning there, my friend. Yes, you should get some sleep because it's already the sun is about to rise there. So anyway, I won't be hunting the dragon for the one in Exalted Plains. I'll wait for you when I will slay it. And that will be on the next stream. Wait. An old painting of a carved frame has survived some places. Lord Jirok Limak, portrait shows the Lord as he must be looked 40 years ago. He bears striking resemblance to Fairbanks. Okay. Now for the last proof we will go there. Fast travel.
I don't think they knew.
Oh my.
Of course.
Where is it? Daily Star.
Make a smile upon you.
This book offers a comprehensive look of the well-known noble bloodlines overlay Amice Limac established this ancient house in the time of Emperor Cordelius Dracon. Sadly, the bloodline ended with Lord Yeruk Limac, who disowned his only daughter Bernice. The shield of Limac wears a falcon volant on a shield, sky and blue. The house's motto is "To the sun on blessed wings." Brenda War. Present proof of Fairbanks stability to an interested party. Okay. Now let's go. Let the Herald do it.
I hear you've been investigating my birth. You haven't found anything, have you?
I'm needed elsewhere.
I'm sorry. Something requires my attention over there.
Oh.
The Inquisition will always be welcome here.
How about on the other side? So you guys have transferred here. Nice. That was fast. Cordoba's smile. Unique dagger. Plus 20% focus gain. 2% avoid killing blow. Armor penetration. Gertrude.
The Inquisition will always be welcome here.
Clara.
Good day to you, Inquisitor.
I found proof.
You were right. Fairbanks is noble by birth. Fairbanks is not even his real name.
Let me see. Évariste Lemarque. I knew it from the start. I know just who to give this to. This will be enough to make the council sit up and take notes. I'll send this on as soon as possible. Thank you, Inquisitor.
Capitalize an alliance with Fairbanks Corporation. Available. What is this?
The Inquisition will always be welcome here.
Now that we are done with that, we will go to the tomb.
It's Taven's party.
Looks like they tried to fight back, but most were unarmed. Poor buggers. Never stood a chance.
There should be Inquisition soldiers here.
What? What the? It's like no gravity at all. That's weird. Turn to the tomb. Sir Stroud. The Knight's Tomb. Let's search this place.
These are our men.
Where? Oh yeah. They're also dead. What happened in here? Let's investigate further, Herald. Ruined courtyard. What happened? This is an elf. Okay, let's go here.
Any who serve Corypheus willingly deserve no mercy. Let us thin their ranks.
You guys are the ones. Take this. Now, Georgia, I believe you have some. Oh, I have an ability point available. Let's see here. I may be able to do a long shot.
Maybe we can figure out what they were after.
Why are the Red Templars again are here? Emerald Knights cry for the past, only there does glory dwell. For here the bow was strung, the sword bequeathed, the bow sworn, the bow sworn, so glory was born within the heart of
The Emerald
elves.
Knights. They once patrolled the borders of the Dales, protecting the elven people. The Dalish saw them as romantic heroes. The Chantry called them ruthless butchers. I suspect both sides have some element of truth.
Knights all. Hello there. Take my Hey, hello. Hello there, Behemoth. Hey, come here. Okay, we found another emerald seed. What's in here? Something here. Silk. Ooh. Wait, where are we going? Wait, there should be something here. Let's go back. Should be a door. No? So how do we... Need to go back up. Go here. There he is. Hello.
Should we look around?
We haven't found them. Wait. It's not resource. Oh, it's not me, it's the herald. What? The one is gone, so there should be something here. Mosaic piece. There it is. Another emerald seal. Okay, good. Now let's go up. Continue on to here. Let's check out this one first. Requires a rogue. Archmage. Oops. Oh, lots of boxes. Arrow tunes. Let's explore the ones in this floor first before we go to the second floor. And we have... oh, no, not there. Okay, another emerald seed found. And we have this enemy. Hello. So let's...
Perhaps if I made an attempt.
Heavy axe. This place is pretty huge. Hello. Another emerald seal. I'll take that. I'll write this down. I like this one too. Ah, so this is the one. Okay, let's go. There's no way there. find 3 more. Hello. Another emerald seal found, and we have 2 to go. Wait, what is this? Read. There is something here. Locked door. But
I can sense elven magic somewhere nearby.
thank you, Herald. Epitaph for the lost.
Good. That should help strengthen the veil.
Okay, another emerald seal found. 1 more seal to go. What's in there? Epitaph for the lost. Let's light that brazier. I think it's above. Hello.
One down!
We need to go up. That's going down. go up. Not here, is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, now let's go to this door. Stuff for the lost. Another habitat for the lost. There's a locked door. Dense longbow. It's already unlocked though. What? Go to this going down. Wait.
This
of
is
the
it.
Emerald Knight.
Whatever Taven hoped to find, it's here.
I wonder what's in here. Let's find out. Ooh. Ooh. So let's There's this floating thing. What's this? Two emerged within an eve, as one they fought, as one fell. Valentine, Inasal, Inaste. Unique shield, warrior only, gain 3 guard, level 15. What else? What is this? The death of Ilandrin. Ilandrin, our brother. Falundin, guide you. Maker guide you. Let here the truth be kept, lest you be remembered a traitor, or our sorrow seem a passing war. Though you swore to serve our people, there were those questioning your heart. Too often had we fought with humans along our borders until the beginning was lost to memory. Rumors of an abduction stirred. As always, their chantry was swift to spread lies. In haste and anger, they killed Siona's sister for wandering too near the hunter's path. You carried her body back to us, you mourned with us, yet your heart was distracted. Siona begged for vengeance, you turned away. More and more you vanished without word or explanation. When whispers rose that you would swear yourselves to their maker, we feared what would come. Siona sought to save you, to bring you back to us. She had lost a sister. Must she also lose a brother? Beneath a tree she saw you with a woman. the one who turned you from us. The woman gestured toward the village, you, and she turned to gaze upon the chantry's walls. Siona returned. She told us how humans were turning you against us, how their lies must have failed you, as a loyal servant to the Maker's cause. You would betray our secrets. When we went to ask if there was truth in this, you were already gone. So we sought to stop you with haste. Siona led her people to the village. There would challenge you. There we would bring you back to us, or to justice. In the dim of a moonless night, she saw Siona through the trees. She raced towards Siona, a cry on her lips and something in her hand. Siona's arrows flew, so the woman fell, the name Elandrin dying on her lips, daisies slipping from her grasp. The men of the village suspected the girl's flight and heard the scream. They fell upon the elves, but were no match. Siona's haste surpassed their own. You knelt beneath trees, blood-soaked petals clinging to your clothes. From an embrace, when more humans came, you would not be moved. And they would not listen. Their arrows found your heart, and you fell beside her. You found your body in the river where they cast you aside. She was taken by her own. It was not the end, but your part is past. Rest now as our honored brother once more. A wreath of daisies at your brow, the letter she carried in your hand. Whoever guides you, whoever guides her, may your soul meet once more in the beyond. Faded blood stains the letter. Adeline, what care I have for gods, I have never seen for a maker I do not know. Let others distract themselves with such lofty concerns. I only know this life. I have seen only this world, and I care only for you. Perhaps your priestess distrusts the sincerity of uncivilized elves. If she must hear me say, I will follow the Maker, so be it. Your God intercedes as much as ours. My life will not change. I will return in 2 weeks' time. My heart longs for you till then, and will remain with you forever. Elandrin.
It's an account of Red Crossing. When the elves attacked that town, it prompted the exalted march of the Dales.
Taven would want the Dalish to have this.
The elves don't come across in the best light here. Maybe we should let them stick with their old stories.
I imagine the Chantry would be interested in it as well.
The Emerald Knights for the past, it shall claim us all. For here are saviors newly slain, others must die. Our rich. There's one stairs here. out of the way, Solas. Seal the histories to the chantry, return to the histories. Sell the histories to the chantry. Wait. Let's go to this. There's a camp here. Let's scatter Robert's ashes. Be at peace, Robert.
I guess that's that.
Now we have completed everything. see exalted plains. I should return it to the... I will return it to the Elvin. Or sell it to the Chantry. If I sell it, I'm going to save first. Okay, it's already saving. Keep your howin.
It's good to see you again.
I found something about Red Crossing in Danan Hanin.
If you went to the Emerald Graves, did you see Tavin and the others?
They were killed. I'm sorry.
I am too. Sorry, but not surprised. Thank you for bringing this to me. It is part of our tale and will be cherished. May your gods watch over you, friend.
That's it?
I will never forget what you've done.
Bestowing morning and operation again. Now let's hunt this Wyvern for our Vivian.
My boots squelch when I lift my feet. Why did we spend time and effort opening a path?
Hello. Oh, look at the sound. Goodbye. What are you kneeling there for? Cooldown modifier. What is your pendant? Superb cooldown. The wearer of this amulet regenerate mana or at a higher rate. The ring, spike trap, static cage, walking bomb, leaping shot. Superb ring of staggering. Ability damage. everyone will stagger. Mother of Hela. Oh, hello. I forgot the dragon is here. I already found it. There it is. The white. Okay, now that that's complete, let's go back to Skyhold. Let's check the updates. The war table. Okay, I forgot about this one. Hypocrites can leverage the organization. As should we allow hypocrites to buy a shipment of high quality materials for their craftsmen. 10% more, huh? How about train herbalist, forward scouts, optimal cutting, and I'll have master focus this time. Okay, what are the updates? The College of Magi. The presence of Inquisition forces in the College of Magi provoked an angry response from Duke Sandral. I'm told this led to a standoff where the Duke's forces threatened to attack, and it was our agent at the college who talked the man down. Corbin displayed a level head and sound judgment, both things I would normally never ascribe to a dwarven warrior. The mobs have backed off, and Corbin sent to us the artifacts he believes the Venatori may have been after. Compliments to your spy master. She is a resourceful woman. Once she traced our agent to Cayman Brea, the match was ruled in her favor. Tell Sister Liliana to call off her dogs. Save them for Corypheus. We suspect also that she has gotten all she can from Sir Helmut. A caterpillar on a leaf does not know where there is a force about him. You will hear no more from us. Our intention was to watch, and we have seen enough. Corypheus threatened us all, and the Inquisition is Stada's only hope for stopping him. Remember that, for the moment, we are not your enemy. As a gesture of goodwill, we share our knowledge. May it prove valuable in your coming battle. The Executors. Master Demon Slaying Rune. Nice. Inquisitor. In light of the information you gave us regarding the truth of the events at Red Crossing, we would like to offer a sign of mourning to the village. Since both sides played a part in this tragedy, honoring the village with one of our hala seems appropriate. If it could be kept here, it might remind both sides of the fragile beauty of things that journey to a place where they are strangers. I understand that the villagers of Red Crossing do not trust the Dalish, given our history. If you could convince them to accept this tribute in good faith, it would be greatly appreciated. Keep your Hawen. With the right rumors, the villagers at Red Crossing will think they are being granted custody of a captured trophy to honor their victory over Dalish. If it's this important, we can march on the blasted Halayan with some troops to guard it. I can twist the noble who control Red Crossing into accepting this, but it will end two marriages and lead to at least one duel. Josephine, I want everyone to know the truth, so you do this one.
Inquisitor?
Draw out the Red Templar Lieutenant. Looks like Fairbanks was good in his word. The Freemen were helping the Red Templars smuggle red lyrium through the Dales. In exchange, they received gold and supplies, which was to go towards the furtherance of their cause. Their hopes were fueled then exploited. We can end this by drawing out the Red Templars responsible for encouraging Freemen activity. Colin. The Red Templars know we've taken out the leaders, but the Freemen were all over Dales. We'll pose as a surviving Freeman cell and re-establish connection with Red Templars, asking for a meeting to receive further instructions. The Red Templars have already sent reinforcements to the Emerald Graves to protect the operation there. We can capture some of these reinforcements, deny them lyrium long enough, and they'll talk. I want to have this capitalized. I've been told that the Council of Heralds has reviewed the evidence and now recognizes a Veresti mark known to us till now as Fairbanks. As the sole heir of Lord Girox Limark, all holdings and chattel retained by the Limark noble house have now reverted to the ownership of Lord Evereste Limark. I smell an opportunity. A rebel helping the helpless, fighting the enemy of the Empire, and all the while hiding the secret of his noble blood. It makes for a romantic story, and religions love the romance. Well, sell Lord Evereste right, and we'll have all the wealthy ladies of Southern Orlais eating out of his hand and ours. I would like to see how he fares at court. The game is merciless, and even its best players often falter. A forest-dwelling loner, he'll be butchered, but given an easy target, predators often become arrogant and expose their weakness. We'll be watching. As I understand it, Fairbanks never wanted to acknowledge who he was. It was you who allowed word of his heritage to be revealed to the Council of Heralds. I say we leave him alone, let him retain his privacy, what little is left. An offer from the Imperial Army. Commander, I understand your soldiers intend to pursue a party of Red Templars into the woods surrounding Val Foray. We have not forgotten your assistance against the demons, and are not sworn to aid your fight against Corypheus. Let us take up arms and cast these Templars out. Chevalier Doucette. Our resources alone would only have allowed for small sieves of the area. With the Imperial Army's assistance, we may entirely rout Red Templars from the region.
All right.
Learn more about the dragons. One can learn a bit of the sex section. Many man find. My agents can search all of Thedas for naturalists. Josephine is the right one about this one. Dwarven slaves in Venatori hands. It is odd to see a town threatened by darkspawn. I suggest we investigate before committing forces. This is for Josephine.
Let's see what we have.
Very well. Handle that, Liliana. That is all, thank you. Go back to your quarters now. Now let us speak to Josephine.
He said your request was an insult to his rich Kunari heritage.
What do the people make of us?
There's scarcely a noble house that hasn't openly pledged it. Farewell.
Let's go and give this one to Vivian. What's this?
I can't make heads or tails of this. Age regression. Who is this potion for?
What can I do for you, my dear?
Is it too much to hope that you've brought me the heart of the snowy wyvern?
Is it too much to hope that you brought me? Lie,
I've got the heart. Words cannot begin to express my relief. Thank you, Inquisitor. Please accept this as your payment. I must begin work immediately. I should apologize. I must admit that I'd completely misjudged you, Inquisitor. I would like you to come with me to see this through.
Let's see, what is this? What are you really trying to accomplish, Vivian?
This should only take a moment, Inquisitor. I'm here, my darling. It should be working by now. My darling? Bastien? Well, shit. There's nothing here now.
Oh, so you were trying to save your Bastien, huh? Well, let's try that again, and I will give you the true heart of Ivan. You are not saying anything. But let's see what's the outcome.
Your worship.
You deliberately sabotaged my formula. How unexpectedly cunning.
You really thought I would just play along with whatever you asked? Short-sighted of you, Vivian.
I expected a betrayal, of course. I simply didn't think you were clever enough to commit sabotage. I will have to bear this in mind in the future. We're done here. Do be a dear and run along.
Acquired Hat of Majesty, Enchanter's Seat. So what if I choose the other one? Oh, not this one. Ooh, the loading time is... Give me the heart of a common wyvern, heart of the snowy wyvern. Let's see this.
I can't make...
What can I do for you, my dear? Is it too much to hope that you've brought me the heart of the snowy wyvern?
If you want the wyvern's heart, you'll have to tell me what you're using it for.
I can do better, darling. Give me the heart, and I'll show you what it's for. Will that suffice?
All right. One heart, as requested.
How kind of you. Please accept this as your payment. I must begin work immediately. I should apologize. I must admit that I'd completely misjudged you, Inquisitor. I would like you to come with me to see this through.
Enchanter's Throne. Let's see if we still get the Enchanter's Throne and some items.
This should only take a moment, Inquisitor. I'm here, my darling.
Vivienne,
Yes, darling.
it's going to be all right, my love.
My darling? Bastien?
Vivian, I'm sorry.
There's nothing here now.
What? He still dies? So your formula was flawed. Let's go back and talk to Vivienne.
Bastien is dead. I can hardly believe. It was the Wintersend Ball. My first visit to the Imperial Palace. The Circle sent a dozen of us to entertain the nobility. I was in awe of everyone and everything, and then our eyes met. Bastien spent the entire ball at my side. The Dowager tried to have him killed for slighting her, but he didn't care.
falling in love across a crowded ballroom. Sounds like something out of a children's story.
He was a dashing rogue, and any defects he might have had were made up for with rank and importance. It was a more innocent time, I suppose. And now he's gone, and I must write to his son Laurent. And his sister will make a terrible fuss if she isn't informed first. And I'll need to arrange for the chantry services. Maker only knows how long that will take.
If I can help you, just say the word.
No, my dear. I'll handle everything. Excuse me, I have so much to do.
Oh, it still gives the same. Whoa. Let's see this enchanter's throne. Let's see how this looks. Also need to sell some things. Tailish bow. Kill whale. Edge of vengeance. Hook blade. Of Majesty, Cunning, Spirit Resistance. Keeper's Robe, Philander Hospital, Thundering. Static gauge, shot, contrast. To store some items. Tactics. Knocks down. Yes, that's it. Let's see this.
So I'm thinking.
Throne. A mage. There's a mage. So this is the. This is the enchanter then. Let's see how it looks like. If it's interesting.
Almost gotcha.
Oh. It looks bare. So it needs accessories then. Let's go back and change it back to Then rustling gently. Windows. Or lay. Fine, let's go. Let's speak to some of the Inquisition's team first. Bellissima, where are you?
A request has been made of you, Inquisitor. Here it is.
Liliana?
Inquisitor, I have been thinking. You remember everything now, yes? The explosion at Haven, the Fade, escaping the breach. In your report, you said Justinia was with you. But only you emerged in the end. Why? Why were you the only survivor?
She knew it was either her or me. And she wanted me to live.
Of course. Of course she did. That's just like her. Her message to me. I failed you too. I'm not sure I understand what that means. Did you say anything else? Anything at all? Please, if you remember.
I'm sorry, Liliana. That was it.
There are no answers in the Fate. Only illusions. A warped mirror. Justinia has never failed me. I was her left hand. Now she's dead. I failed her. A message from Divine Justinia.
That's a shock. You're right reading it.
Thank you for the concern, Inquisitor. But I am. This message was written months, perhaps even years ago, to be delivered to me if she died. I've heard of such contingency plans. A sudden death often leaves loose ends. I'm to go to Valence, a small village on the waking sea. There is something hidden there.
Do you know what you're looking for?
The Divine was a powerful woman who used her position to obtain all sorts of things. Whatever she hid in Valence would very likely benefit the Inquisition and must be kept from falling into the wrong hands. If I'm lucky, she will have instructions for me.
You take your instructions from me? What sort of help can a dead Divine give you?
I don't know. Perhaps something to do with the Chantry. Or it could be personal. She guided me for many years, Inquisitor, as a Divine and as a friend. There are days when I still look to her for advice, only to remember that I am alone.
Why hide things in Valence? What's so special about it?
Justinia was revered mother at the Chantry there for many years before she became the Divine. It is a place that holds great meaning for her.
Is this you asking permission to leave for a bit?
Well, yes. I can't imagine I'll be away from my post for very long. And I was hoping you would agree to come with me. Will you at least consider it? One more thing. If what is hidden in Valence is as valuable as I think, we're not going to be the only ones looking for it. I shall meet you at the Chantry in Valence. Try not to delay.
At once. I will meet you there. A letter written by Divine Justinia and posthumously delivered to Liana. Directed Liana to visit Valence, a small village in the waking sea. The Divine left something in the Chantry that Liana must see. I will bring Barrack, Blackpool, Barrack, and oh, Vivian is changed. Vivian.
Just as I remember it.
You didn't tell me you'd been here before.
After the Blight ended, I came here to see Justinia. She was just Dorothea then, a revered mother. I needed her wisdom after the hero of Ferelden died.
I didn't expect it to be so deserted. It makes me uneasy.
It's a small village, and it's too early for the chant. I'm sure the sisters are somewhere.
Liliana, is that you?
Sister Natalie, what are you doing here? I thought you were in Val Rayo.
No, I've been here since Justinia died. This place makes me feel like she's still with us.
Inquisitor, this is Natalie. A trusted friend.
Wait, Inquisitor? You brought the Inquisitor here? My lady, forgive me for not recognizing you earlier.
I wish more people would fail to recognize me.
Oh, I see.
Natalie, listen. There is something hidden here. Something Justinia left for me.
Oh, really? What is it?
I don't know, but we'll find it. I'm curious to see what brought us all here. Justinia's letter came with instructions for me. They were a little cryptic. Always remember that faith sprung from a barren branch, that light has no fear of darkness. Above all, that strength lives in an open heart.
She must be hinting at something in here. Let's look around.
Do they still sing verses from the benedictions every Friday? That canticle was Justinia's favorite.
Yes, of course. Never give up the traditions of a most beloved divine.
That is lovely to hear.
What was that?
Looks like we opened something. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Good old Leliano was playing you the whole time. Didn't you realize?
They never sing the benedictions here on Fridays, Natalie. Something so simple. And you got it so wrong. I wanted to believe, but you were lying from the start. Keep that pretty mouth shut if you must, dear. You've already told me everything I need to know. The prickleweed burrs on your hem, talking about the sun rising through the breach. It all points to a single place. Morel in the Dales, Grand Cleric Victoire's bastion. She sent you, didn't she? Victoire was always an opportunist.
Who is this Grand Cleric? I've never heard of her.
An experienced cleric. She never agreed with Justinia, but kept her ideas to herself. I suppose now, with Justinia dead, she thought she could make her move.
I want to know what this Grand Cleric planned here.
She sent Natalie here to see what Justinia was hiding, no?
The Inquisition has turned Thales away from the true Chantry. It must be stopped.
Stop us? You must be joking.
Mother Victoire is well loved by many. The Inquisition has more enemies than you know.
And Victoire thinks she can ally with them.
We don't have to be at odds, Natalie. You could come with us, join the Inquisition.
I was called to serve the Grand Cleric. I will not betray her. Kill me then. I am not afraid to die for my beliefs. At least I still know what I believe.
Let her go.
We don't have to kill her.
No. I must protect the Inquisition. She is an enemy.
I see what you've become. The righteous stand before the darkness, and the Maker shall guide them.
Oh my god. Iliana's ruthless.
No! This can't be it. There's nothing here.
Check again. Perhaps the box itself is a puzzle. She seemed the puzzling sort.
No, it's just an empty box. There's a message carved in the lid. The left hand should lay down her burden. She's releasing me. The divine has a long reach, but it is always her left hand that stretches out. 1,000 lies, 1,000 deaths. Her commands, but my conscience that bore the consequences.
She apologized in the Fade. She said she failed you. This is what she meant.
All this time, Justinia carried the fear that she was using me, just like I'd been used in the past. But Marjolaine's games were trifles. Justinia gambled with the fate of nations. She needed me. No one else could have done what I did. She knows that.
Then you have to let it go. Let her go. You don't owe her anything anymore.
This? Now? After everything you've said and done? I hesitated with Butler, but you never did. You gave me confidence that killing him was the right answer. And my poor dear Natalie. I called her sister once, but I couldn't risk leaving her alive. Don't tell me to let it all go after all I've sacrificed to get here. Justinia tried to save me, but all it's done is made me realize I don't need saving. There is work to be done. I'll see you back at Skyhold.
Acquired bronze acorn charm, tongue of spirits, tongue of serpents. Liliana Skyhold. Anything here? Dung 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 dung. So this is the chantry decorations. Kinda majestic. Now let's go back to Liliana.
Here is the request, Harry.
Is scrambling after the loss of her agent.
Good. Her support base is in Morale. Tear it down. Grand Cleric Victoire wishes to make an enemy of the Inquisition. I'll give her what she wants. Doesn't Victoire have a young cousin? Lord Firmin? She dotes on him.
Yes, mistress. I believe that is so.
Good. Have him collected. He shall be an honored guest. And make sure the Grand Cleric hears about it.
At your command.
Is everything under control?
Perfect. The Grand Cleric and others like her will fall in line soon enough. You see, when I'm ruthless, it gets us where we need to be. It's something to be proud of. Why fix it? How funny that her regret is what finally puts my own to rest. I chose to become her left hand, knowing what it meant. It was my weakness that stopped me from fully committing to my task.
You have a good heart. It's not a weakness.
You are too kind, Inquisitor. Call it what it is. The Inquisition needs me just as the Divine did, to do what no one else dares. Death and deception are my trade. It is what I am. It is what I always will be.
Very well. If that is your...
I didn't get the chance to say so earlier, but welcome back to Skyhold. After that terrible journey through the Fade, it must feel good to stand on solid ground again, no?
I'm thankful to be back. No one should enter the Fade physically.
And you've done it twice now. Shall I count you fortunate or unfortunate?
Anything I should know?
Having the Templars join the Inquisition has done wonders for our reputation. I'll be here.
Let's speak with Dorian. Wait, where is the stairs? Where is he? Oh, here you are.
You have remarkably little here on early Tevinter history. All these gifts to the Inquisition, and the best they can do is the Malefica Imperio. Trite propaganda. But if you want 20 volumes on whether Divine Galatea took a shit on Sunday, this is evidently the place to find it.
That's the Dorian I know, critiquing every book in my library.
I wouldn't have to if you could find some rebellious heretic archivist to join the cause.
Are there rebellious archivists? Other than you, that is.
If Corypheus ever starts burning masterworks of literature, I'm sure a few will pop up. Did I see something by Genitivi here? I could have sworn.
What is this about, Dorian?
When everyone returned, they told us about your tumble into the Abyssal Rift. You went into the Fade. Physically went in. Are you... all right?
It was horrible.
It was like walking in a nightmare. But everything was real. I couldn't...
The Fade is an ordeal under normal circumstances. To be the only real thing there, beyond description. That you made it out at all is a miracle. You do realize this feat hasn't been performed in over 1,000 years. Corypheus and his contemporaries entered the Fade and began the Blights. In comparison...
It would have been easier if you'd been with me.
Without question. But I'm rather glad I wasn't.
No sense of adventure? That's surprising.
I've not your talent for survival. And not everyone is as discerning as I. If you can walk in the Fade, others will try to follow. Who knows what secrets Corypheus has revealed? Not all of them will be as lucky as you. What they could unleash. My advice? Keep this quiet. Let them speculate. Too many will see this as a challenge.
You don't number among them.
It's tempting, but I'm no fool. There are enough idiots in the world who think if they just use enough blood magic, their problems will vanish. It's exactly the sort of thing I want to stop back home. This I don't need. What I do need is a copy of the Liberalum. I'll wager I can find Corypheus's real name. If I can prove he was a grasping ankle-biter with no family to speak of, the luster would come right off. Wish me luck.
The name of our enemy operation available.
You seem very interested in my opinions. You know where I'll be.
Let's check on Solus.
Good afternoon.
We'll talk later.
How about Varek?
I knew Stroud, you know, not well. He led the Wardens near Kirkwall. Not many people knew who he was, but the man was a hero when it mattered. He wasn't the first good man to fall to Corypheus. He won't be the last. This story's no good for heroes.
Some of us heroes will make it. We're just too amazing to die.
Huh. If we're both still standing at the end of all this, I'll buy the drinks. Oh, Hawk asked me to tell everyone back in Kirkwall where he's going. I'll have to let Carver know. I'm sure he'll take it well. I'd better write some letters. Excuse me. Sorry, I really need to write some letters. Another time, all right?
Grey Warden. Juliana, Cassandra. Anything?
Training here.
Writing does not come naturally to me, as I'm certain you can imagine.
Trying to outdo Varric's next literary masterpiece?
I haven't his talent for blather. As if written by a dim-witted child. Historians will one day ask what happened at Adamant Fortress, in the Fade. I wasn't there, but others were. Their accounts must be recorded.
Fair enough. Just be careful what you write.
Do not be concerned. I am a poor writer, but not unaware of the weight my words might carry. I still don't know what to say about the spirit of the divine. The Chantry teaches us that the souls of the dead pass through the Fade, so it could have been her. Yet even so...
Do you really think it might have been her? A ghost?
A ghost. A remnant of her hopes and memories. Her lingering will to do good. Those things are all possible. Nobody knows for certain what happens after we die. A spirit could have assumed her form, but why? It helped you, as Justinia herself would have.
Perhaps it doesn't matter what she really was, then.
It matters to me, to what I must write. I wish I'd seen her, seen it. I feel so inadequate trying to interpret.
I believe it was the Divine. She helped us one last time.
I hope that's true. I want to believe it. When they told me you were physically in the Fade, I was terrified for you. The last time such a thing happened, we created Darkspawn. We created Corypheus. The world needs to know the truth this time. No more legends lost to the ages.
Anything else?
What do you need, my friend?
Nothing. Hey, Harding.
I wondered why all Skyhold seemed suddenly brighter.
What's been going on?
They've done a lot with this place. I'm impressed.
Grim.
Shame the alliance with the Chief's people didn't work out. He hasn't said anything, but he's feeling it.
Can you think of any other tasks suitable for the Chargers?
You sealed the main rift at Adamant, but the fortress is still a mess. Demons, Darkspawn, making knows what. I could take Rocky out there with some of the boys. They know how to bring down walls. We can't close rifts, but we can bury the bastards under a ton of rubble.
Very well.
We'll talk later. You wanted to see me?
What the?
I got it! Yeah, my soul's dust. Yours is scattered all over the ground, though, so... Sorry, boss. I thought I might need backup. Guess I'm not even worth sending professionals for.
You knew the assassins were coming?
Little change in the guard rotation tipped me off.
Are you all right?
Fine. Hurt myself worse than this fooling around in bed.
What if they used poison?
Oh, they definitely used poison. Sarcomech, liquid form. If I hadn't been dosing myself with the antidote, I'd be going crazy and puking my guts up right now. As it is, it stings like shit, but that's about it.
Are you interested in getting some payback?
Against who? The entire Ben Hasra? Besides, this wasn't serious. Sending 2 guys with blades against me? That's not a hit. That's a formality. Just making it clear that I'm Talvashoth. Talva fucking Shoth.
You acted like a Talvashoth for years. That didn't change you. Neither does this.
That was just a role. This is my life. As one of those. I've killed hundreds of Talvashoth in Saharan. Bandits, murderers, bastards who turned their back on the Qun. And now I'm one of them.
You're not a Talvashoth. That's a Qunari word, and you don't follow the Qun any longer. You're Iron Bull, mercenary captain for the Inquisition.
I can live with that. Anyway, I'll get this cleaned up and let Red know what happened. Boss, whatever I miss, whatever I regret, this is where I want to be. Whenever you need an ass kicked, the Iron Bull is with you.
How is Cullen doing?
I'd be perfectly happy never again setting foot in the Winter Palace. It wasn't the gossip and backstabbing, I know what the game entails, but the indifference to it all.
Showing interest reveals weakness. Something nobles are quick to exploit.
No doubt you're right. The Chantry can be the same. Their politics are less extravagant, but just as heated. Gaspard rules a country. The divine influences half a continent.
I thought we could talk. Alone.
Perhaps I'm mistaken, but I've heard that you're involved with someone. Rumors spread quickly here. I wouldn't want anyone to get the wrong idea.
Ah, okay.
May I ask you something?
Of course.
Do you think Templars should cease to exist?
No. I may have
What?
chosen to leave that life, but I respect those who remain. Magic ungoverned could tear the world apart. It's doing so now. Templars are trained and able to confront such dangers.
What would you suggest?
Some call the Circle a prison that can only breed resentment. Perhaps opportunities to work outside the Circle. A mixed military service or healers' clinics with Templar support. And there must be a safer way for Templars to leave. Templars can lose their memories to Lyrium. Some call it a gift, to forget the failed harrowings, the demons. Some atrocities haunt me still. But to lose what good I can recall, I nearly lost my mind once. It is no gift.
Do you think that could work? Would people accept it?
Mages would be watched, but could pursue interests outside the Circle. Neither freedom nor prison. I don't know.
You still regret the man you became after leaving Ferelden?
After the Ferelden Circle, I thought all mages were like the ones there. Knight Commander Meredith's methods were harsh, but they kept people safe.
You said Meredith was unstable.
She was my Knight Commander. I had no reason to distrust her. She wasn't wrong about the Blood Mages in Kirkwall. Meredith encouraged my anger towards the mages. There was only so far I would go, and she knew that too. I was her second in command. She kept decisions from me, those I would question. I believed she was serving the city. I never thought to question her, not until it was too late.
You can't control everything. You stood up to her in the end.
If I hadn't, would I be like her now? I wanted mages locked away as much as she did. I trusted they were treated reasonably well, but I should have done more. I should have looked into it. It's not yet enough. The Inquisition is my chance to atone. I will see it through.
You've mentioned siblings. With everything that's happening, do you know if they're all right?
I've received word from my eldest sister. She was always good at tracking me down. South Reach has experienced the same chaos as everywhere else. My family is fine. Pray they remain so.
Your sister tracked you down. She didn't know where you were.
I let her know I was in Haven. She assumed I survived. It's not the first time. I may have neglected to tell her when I was transferred to Kirkwall.
Why?
I wasn't in a good state. I wanted only to leave. I received an angry letter about my disappearance 2 years later. For all her reprimands, it was a relief to hear from someone who knew me before the Blight.
The Inquisition won't last forever. What will you do when this is over?
To be honest, I hadn't given it much thought until recently. I'm not used to having so many possibilities.
That's all I wanted to know.
I'm sure you have other matters to attend.
Yes. So I have to talk to Blackwall. Whoop! Oh. 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 Master Dennett.
All's well.
How are the horses?
How are your charges? Well supplied?
Oversupplied. Never thought a mountain pass could seem like luxury.
Farewell.
Maker be with you.
Oversupplied. Let's see what other horses. Do you have any other mounts? Ooh, you have an imposing mount descended from stock that spread across Thedas during the height of the winter expansionism. Originally bred for the Grey Wardens, this uncommon breed is highly prized across Thedas. Nice, I got 2 more horses. Imperial Warm Blood.
That'll do fine.
Ah, a very white horse. That's I like it. I like it. Okay, what do you have in here? Okay. How about you? Any new merchandise? Whitewood. Critical crafting chance.
These orders may take some time.
If you Maker and Lady, Corypheus is taking the lot of them apart.
The Inquisition is on its tail. That thing is a coward, even if it's lots of places.
Just one.
Wardens and Hallamshire.
Elan's good. My best.
Just one stall. A rare consensus of guilds. I wonder what those are. Oh, Blackwall, I wasn't able to speak with you yet. I was distracted.
Someone I knew once described adamant to me. Adamant is, and always will be, the Order, he said. A guardian on the edge of the abyss. The lone soul that stares into oblivion and doesn't waver. That's what Warden Commander Clarel tried to be. Well, they all tried to be. None of the Wardens we saw wavered. They gave their lives willingly. They died for us. And Corypheus twisted their sacrifice to make it his own.
That's why we stopped it.
We stopped him. We saved most of the Wardens.
But not all of them. And they died thinking they were doing something good. There's no one to blame but Corypheus. Even Clarel's intentions were righteous. Her desire to protect was so great it led her astray. It's not right. To want to do good, to be good, and have that turned against you.
Don't think of what went wrong. Think of their intentions, their sacrifice. Honor their selflessness.
Clarel made mistakes, but she was a great woman. And she died a great woman. It's not the armor or the trappings of the Order. It's not the joining. At the heart of it, all a Warden is a promise. To protect others, even at the cost of your own life.
What's this?
Want a drink? I've a hankering for company. When I was a boy, there were these urchins who roamed the streets near my father's house. One day, they found a dog. A wretched little thing. It came to them for food. They caught it, tied a rope around its neck, and strung it up. Do you know what I did?
I wasn't there. How should I know?
I did nothing. Not a damn thing. It was crying. I saw the kicking legs, the neck straining and twisting. And I turned around, went inside, and closed the door. I could have told my father, or alerted someone. I didn't. I just pretended it wasn't happening.
You couldn't have been the only one there, and no one else stepped in.
Doesn't make what I did any less wrong. I may as well have tied the noose myself. We could make the world better. It's just easier to shut our eyes.
Nothing worth doing is easy.
Look at you. You would have done the right thing. We're lucky there are people like you in the world. There's always some dog out there. Some fucking mongrel that doesn't know how to stay away.
There's a...
Nightingales eyes, secret lives in the world. Raised tears they cry, but all the while they softly lie and spy on you.
Iron bow.
Again. Again. Come on! This is why the Qun doesn't like women fighting. I should have asked Cullen. Good one.
Perhaps you can take over.
Qunari training exercise to master your fear. I heard about the nightmare at Adamant. Sounded big.
Can you explain why I'm supposed to hit you with this stick?
Probably, if I try. It'd involve a lot of Qunari words, though. Just hit me with the stick, all right? I need to get over this demon crap.
All right.
There we go. Oh, yeah. Damn demon. Who's stuck in the fade, huh?
You fought in that siege. Every demon at Adamant wanted to tear you in half.
I bet, you demon assholes! And who killed you? That's right, Iron fucking Bull! I needed that. Thanks, boss.
Not a problem.
Anytime.
What's this?
Once we were in our peace without
I can't understand how those women in the kitchen could be awake so early after the night we had.
once we sat in our kingdom with hope and pride.
You happier with the champion of the wardens?
Sarah, about Adamant and what happened in the Fade. What was that about? What did I do?
Shut up and listen, yeah? Never again. You hear me? You trapped in that place. I can't think about that shite. Friggin' not real nightmares. And I saw nothing. Nothing. They were like little empty things. Like there's nothing in the dark. No point. Stupid, right? That shouldn't be scary, like it was. I'd have taken spiders. Like you. You're scared of spiders. All of them. Even little ones.
Pretty much scared of all spiders, yes.
That's no good. I mean, they're everywhere. I bet even right here, just crawling with those legs and hairy eyes. That's probably not helping. It's stupid to think about anyway. Everybody going on about imaginary stuff when real people died. Probably. Stroud, yeah? Lost a serious moustache there. And in trade, a busted down bunch of wardens. And they're always weird. Usually, bad stuff happens first, so you're glad when the hero shows up. But wardens are the wrong way round. They're the good thing that means a bad thing is about to happen. Like in Denerim, when the Blight ended.
It must have been rough living through the Blight.
Someone yells Darkspawn, and then nothing happens for a long time. Then wardens show up and take your stuff. Or, you know, some prick noble takes your stuff because wardens may ask for it. Then you steal it back. So whatever. The first ones in line to screw everyone weren't Darkspawn. That's all I'm saying. Blackwall's nice, though. Different from the Adamant ones. Need more like him.
Any other else? Anything else, Sarah?
Hey, you. You have time? It's not a question. Let's go. I've got something I want to do for you. Just come. You won't need your gear and stuff.
With you, I'll do anything.
I bet, yeah. Come on, let's do it.
We're eating. On a roof.
They're horrible, right? And raisins. Ugh. I freaking still hate cookies.
Why am I sitting on a roof eating awful baked goods?
I got caught stealing when I was little, yeah? You get alienage or worse for that. but the Lady Emerald took me in. She was sick and couldn't have children. I had no parents. It worked out. Anyway, she gets a year sicker, so I ask her about cookies. Because mums make cookies. I can pass that down or something. Turns out, she couldn't cook. She missed that talk with her mum. The ones she made, she bought and pretended. Oh, right. Well, no, she was a bitch. She hid buying them by keeping me away from the baker. She did that by lying that he didn't like me, didn't like elves. She let me hate so she could protect her pride. I hated him so much, and I hated... Well, she died. And I hate pride. Pride cookies. But this is great, you're great, so I thought maybe me and you could make some, I don't know, us cookies. Because then I could like them again. Oh, it's stupid.
I don't understand. This Lady Emerald was just trying to be good to you.
She hurt people.
It was just cookies.
It was not just cookies. Lie to herself, fair play, only hurts her. But she made me think there was something wrong with me. And the baker? I made his life shit. Why not? It seemed like he deserved it. I mean, if you don't give a child a cookie because of appearances, you're a monster. Stupid pride whore noble. I know, I said it was stupid. That's why I want to get rid of it. I want to make better cookies.
You know what? That would be great.
See, I knew. Wait, really? Because it seemed friggin' daft every step to me. Oh, piss balls! I could have made a whole dirty thing about your biscuit. Or muffins. Muffins on the roof. Because tits.
Sarah, this is silly, wonderful fun. Just like you.
That's good, right? Because the roof was a really bad idea. Can't do it on a roof.
Then let's get off this roof and have fun somewhere else.
Get off? You better start running.
What do you mean?
No.
But you like demons!
I enjoy the company of spirits, yes, which is part of why I do not abuse them with bindings.
It isn't abuse if I ask.
Not always true. Also, I do not practice blood magic, which renders this entire conversation academic.
He won't bind me. He's a mage and he likes demons, but he won't help.
Why would you want Solus to bind you?
So I'm safe. If Solus won't do the ritual to bind me, someone else could. Will. Like the Warden Mages. And then... I'm not me anymore. Walls around what I want. Blocking, bleeding, making me a monster.
A mage using blood magic could conceivably do that to any one of us, human or demon.
You should ask Solus to bind you too. And then someone can bind him.
We'll find a way to keep you safe without binding you, Cole.
I have a suggestion, if Cole is ready to listen. I recall stories of amulets used by Raveni seers to protect spirits they summoned from rival mages. A spirit, wearing an amulet of the Unbound, was immune to blood magic and binding. It should protect Cole as well. The resources of the Inquisition could be used to find such a talisman.
Good. They will not take me.
Sarah?
Hiya! Who's that? Shiny! Listen, I got you a hat, but it's ugly, so I drew Criffy What's-Its-Face on it and stuffed it with apples. Everyone's hitting it with sticks! I really hope you like it.
We're giving gifts now.
A woman who wants nothing. What's this? The Inquisition's inner circle has been The Inquisition's inner circle has been little help in finding a gift for Sarah. What? Why is Blackwool not included? They get along well. I'm going to go to Blackwall.
Is this what war is like?
Never been.
Inquisitor, you've been a friend and an inspiration. You've given me the wisdom to know what right from wrong and more particularly the courage of all. What?
The Spy Master has confirmed it. Blackwall is gone.
Go on. Leliana knows where he is, doesn't she? She knows everything.
She doesn't know everything, yet. Sister Leliana had us search the Warden's quarters. Not much to find, except this. It was missing from last week's reports. I don't know what Blackwall's interest in this particular matter is, but it could be a good place to start.
Lieutenant Cyril Mornay, one of the soldiers responsible for the Callier massacre of 937 were captured in Leeds. Like the others who were arrested for their involvement, Mornay insists that he did not know who he was assassinating, and that he was just following the orders of his captain. This captain, Tom Rainier, is still at large. Mornay is to be executed within the week in Valrio. Valrio. I will attend. Ooh, Varix. It's not available. I'll have Varric. I'll have coal. Iron Bowl. Let's go. It's on the opposite side.
Blessed are they who stand before the corrupt and the wicked. And
So the old man took power over the...
Wait, it's in there.
What are you, be pretty emperor?
That is the champions of the just.
Why was there a...
Blessed are the righteous, the lights in the shadow.
There it is.
Cyril Mornay, for your crimes against the Empire of Orlais. For the murders of General Vincent Callier, Lady Laurette Callier, their 4 children, and their retainers. You are sentenced to be hanged from the neck until dead. Do you have anything to say in your defense? Very well.
Oh, this is grim.
They're going to kill him.
Not now, Cole.
Proceed.
Stop!
A Grey Warden.
This man is innocent of the crimes laid before him. Orders were given and he followed them like any good soldier. He should not die for that mistake.
Then find me the man who gave the order.
Oh, shit.
Blackwall!
No, I am not Blackwall. I never was Blackwall. Warden Blackwall is dead, and has been for years. I assumed his name to hide like a coward from who I really am.
You, after all this time.
It's over. I'm done hiding. I gave the order. The crime is mine. I am Tom Rainier.
What is this?
It's good to see the Montiliers rising to prominence once again. You're delighted.
Can you believe it? Tom Rainier himself.
You must know something about René.
I know what everyone knows. He'll hang for the massacre of a noble and his family.
Where did they take the prisoner?
In the jail of the marketplace. If you've goodbyes to say them now. It's a damned mess, but believe you me, it'll be sorted out quick. Lots of people can't wait to see that man swing. Guess not.
What? Blackwall. What is this? also here?
Did you hear?
The transition is proceeding apace?
You know well that it is. You took...
The Dragon Slayer is imprisoned. This is the Inquisition. Let us enter. What have you done, Blackwall?
I didn't take Blackwall's life. I traded his death. He wanted me for the Wardens, but there was an ambush. Darkspawn. He was killed. I took his name to stop the world from losing a good man. But a good man, the man he was, wouldn't have let another die in his place.
Was the bailiff telling the truth? Did you really do those things?
Yes, I did. It's all true. It's time we all took a good look at who I really am. Don't you understand? I gave the order to kill Lord Callier, his entourage, and I lied to my men about what they were doing. When it came to light, I ran. Those men, my men, paid for my treason, while I was pretending to be a better man. This is what I am. A murderer, a traitor, a monster.
You are more than that. You are the Dragon God Slayer.
I know you're more than what you say. Have some faith in yourself.
Discuss the situation with Cullen.
Yes.
I need to know about Blackwall. The real Blackwall.
We met in a tavern when I was on the run. I was nothing. A waste of life. But he wanted to recruit me. We headed to Valshavan for the joining. But Blackwall insisted on making a stop along the way. An old ruin from one of the previous blights. He said it led to the deep roads. I was to go down alone, find a darkspawn, and fill a vial with its blood. When I returned, I found the warden ambushed by more of the creatures. He took a blow for me. He shouldn't have died. It should have been me.
We went there, where you were ambushed. We retrieved your badge. It was never really yours, was it?
No. It belonged to him. I was going to tell you the truth. When we went there, I wanted to explain why I couldn't be with you. But you found Blackwall's badge and I lost my nerve. You wanted me to be him. I wanted to be him. To even imagine that I could replace that man.
Not saying I disagree, but Blackwall clearly thought you were worth saving.
No one should have died for me. He would have wanted me to carry on to Valshavan, I'm certain. But without Blackwall, there's no proof that I've been recruited. That I didn't kill him. I couldn't go to the Wardens. But I couldn't just walk away. So, Rainier died. Blackwall lived.
Who were you before this mess?
I was a captain in the Orlesian army. Well regarded, respected. But it wasn't enough. One mistake. One mistake and everything I worked for fell apart.
The man on the gallows, Mornay. Who was he?
My second in command. He was a good man. When I heard he'd been caught, I was resolved to stop his execution. Couldn't let another die for my mistake.
I need to know the details of what you did. Who you killed, why.
I betrayed the Empire and assassinated a general, all for gold. The man was General Vincent Callier. My employer was a Chevalier, Robert Chapuis. Sir Robert believed that Grand Duke Gaspard was the rightful ruler of Orlais and would eventually take the throne. He thought that by eliminating one of Celine's loyal supporters, he might endear himself to the true Emperor. I can't say if Robert's plan would have worked. I didn't care. There was good coin offered, and I took it. By the time Sir Robert's involvement was uncovered, I was long gone. Of course, the Grand Duke disavowed any knowledge of the act and publicly condemned it. Robert killed himself. Poison in his wine. Another victim of the great game.
You got your men to help you. What did you tell them?
They didn't know who they were attacking. I told them it was an important mission. They trusted me without question. Just as your men trust you.
Armies are weapons. Weapons don't wield themselves.
Weapons don't have lives, families, dreams. An army is not just a weapon.
My reports say that Callier was with his family. You had them all slaughtered.
I didn't know Callier would be traveling with his family. I assumed only soldiers, armed guards. My men had been told to eliminate everyone. They'd seen war. They thought they were defending their country. No one likes to think about that. But it's names that carry power in this world. Bloodlines. Heirs. No matter how leaders like Celine or Gaspard pretend the game is played, that's how real war is waged.
But you weren't at war. Not really.
I've been on enough battlefields to know the same crime at the right time would have earned a medal. But that's what I did. And why I deserve to be here.
There's another thing I'm still wondering.
Yes?
That's all for now.
We have to discuss this matter with Cullen.
I have Liliana's report on Tom Rainier.
You're here.
Summarize. Give me the overview.
Looks like our friend was once a respected captain in the Imperial Orlesian army. Before the Civil War, he was turned, persuaded to assassinate one of Celine's biggest supporters. He led a group of fiercely loyal men on this mission, and told them nothing of it. His men took the fall for him. A few lucky ones, like Mornay, managed to escape.
Let me guess. Our spy master had this lying around somewhere, didn't she?
It would have been difficult for anyone to connect Blackwall to Rainier. Even Liliana has something of a blind spot when it comes to wardens. What do we do now? Blackwall... Rainier has accepted his fate, but you don't have to. We have resources. If he's released to us, you may pass judgment on him yourself.
If it were up to you, what would happen?
What he did to the men under his command was unacceptable. He betrayed their trust, betrayed ours. I despise him for it. And yet he fought as a warden, joined the Inquisition, gave his blood for our cause. And the moment he shakes off his past, he turns around and owns up to it. Why?
People change.
He wanted to change. To prove that he'd really left his past behind. He had to face up to it.
Saving Mornay the way he did took courage, I'll give him that. But I can't tell you what to do.
What? I can't decide yet.
I need to think about it.
Do what you must, but come to a decision soon. This will not wait forever.
New operations available. You have to think of the fate of Tom Rainier, aka Blackwall. But Blackwall is the Dragon Slayer. Dragon Slayer god.
The Winter Palace assaulted. Duchess Florian disgraced.
Do you have anything new? Superior Enchanter Coat. Starday Vanguard Coat.
Is there something you need? I don't have a concern about this Corypheus or what have you.
Then you've received word.
I just brought it far. A hard one, she. Set on the way things work.
So, perhaps you should amend yours.
What's this? Legion glass. Origin bed 1, 2, 3. Trickery. Meant to evoke early Chassin tribes. Magi, Banner Crown. Dalish, Drapery, Dwarven, Elven, Spirelden, Free Marcher, Grey Warden, Templar, Tevinter, Dwarven Bed. A bed featuring decorations from the Free Marches. Legion Drapery. Or Legion Glass.
Rick, does she strike you as someone who suffer what you dish out?
Okay, now let's go back to Skyhold. Let's discuss the situation of Blackwall, how we can have this ironed out. We have to release Blackwall because he is the Dragon Slayer god of the Inquisition.
Inquisitor.
I have one perk. Wait, I did not. Huh. Okay, I'm going to access the special offer for rare inventory. Spend its coin, people take them. Okay, thanks all. It's much to say, they want to stay business with it. Shops offer to buy and sell for 15% better prices. Fine. Oops, sorry. Still have updates. Sorry. I did not mean to do that. Alright, back people, back, go back. Let's discuss this. What have we have? I don't have 10. Tetras, are you still skipping out on meetings? You'd have a copy of this already if you showed up once in a while. Man, I'm happy. I don't have to war the dwarf. Okay. What else? Knife what? The presence requires magic broke angry. Yes, okay. If you think it's worthwhile, we can have Thornbrand, previously known as Blackpool, released from the Valrior prison in which he awaits justice. Keep in mind that he is wanted in Orlais for the massacre which he claimed the lives of the Lord Vincent Callier, General and staunch ally of Celine Canal. In your hands. I can request a special dispensation from the Orlesian throne, allowing Thornbrand to be transferred to Inquisition custody. This may anger some, but after Alamshirel, they owe us a favor. 2 problems, 1 solution. There was a traitor to our cause, a man similar in build and appearance to Rainier. We bind and gag him, and have him take Rainier's place. He is condemned instead, and the world believes Rainier has paid the price. We can storm the prison with a small force and take Rainier into our custody. Valrior prison guards will oppose us. We should be prepared for casualties. Yeah, let's do this one. They might help us, but we need the Dragon Slayer card. The dispensation came, few questions asked, what passed in Helmsrun is fresh in their minds. Rainier awaits your judgment, Josephine. An offer. Adamant Fortress. The name of our ally.
to work?
That is yours. Inquisitor, in light of the information you gave us regarding the truth of the events, we would like to offer a sign of honor. I want to guard it. Throw out. The name of our enemy. Oh, learn more about dragons. Yes, Josephine, you
Let
do
us
that.
begin.
Dwarven slaves. Yes,
Let's see what we have.
For now. Alright, dismissed. We will now judge Blackwall. Wait a moment, I will change some of the decorations.
Not trying to step on your toes, you know.
Banner, Inquisition, bed. Okay. Part33 or left. Yes, throne. Windows. Now let's go. Let's judge this Blackwall or some Rainier. Let's have them back. Here we go.
For judgment this day, Inquisitor, I must present Captain Tom Rainier, formerly known to us as Warden Blackwall. His crimes... well, you are aware of his crimes. It was no small expense to bring him here, but the decision of what to do with him is now yours.
Your life is mine now.
Don't think I've saved you. Your life belongs to me.
Whatever you paid, it wasn't worth it. What did you have to do to release me?
Josephine called in a few favors. There are enough people out there who owe the Inquisition.
And what happens to the reputation the Ambassador has so carefully cultivated? The world will learn how you've used your influence. They'll know the Inquisition is corrupt.
Once the world is back to normal, no one will even remember this.
I'll remember. I accepted my punishment. I was ready for all this to end. Why would you stop it? What becomes of me now?
You're free if you atone. The wardens will decide. Free him. Okay. Once this is over, I will give you to the wardens. No, actually, I want to make you free. To make amends for your crimes.
You have your freedom.
It cannot be as simple as that.
It isn't. You're free to atone as the man you are, not the traitor you thought you were, or the warden you pretended to be.
The man I am. I barely know him. But I have a lot to make up for. If my future is mine, then I pledge it to the Inquisition. My sword is yours. If I'd said anything less, would an arrow from the rookery have snuffed me like a candle?
Take your post, Tom Rainier.
Well done. Now, let's see your card. The consequences of black holes lie on the region available. Varric, who are you with?
I appreciate the warning, but you shouldn't have come yourself. What if the guild found out, or what's his name?
Are you worrying for me or for yourself?
A little of column A, a little of column B. I am the expendable one, after all.
Oh, don't worry, I'll protect you. We'll just have to... Well, this is a surprise. You're the Inquisitor, right? Bianca Davry, at your service.
Wow, Bianca.
Your name is Bianca.
It's a common name. Half the girls in the Merchants Guild are named Bianca. The other half are named Helga. I lucked out.
I take it you're a friend of Varric's.
Who isn't a friend of Varric's? You have met him before, right?
Why do you both look like cats that got into the cream?
She's taken a huge risk coming here herself. Maybe for both of us.
You're such a worrier. There's a giant hole in the sky. I think the Merchants Guild has bigger things to think about.
Bianca's got a lead on where Corypheus got his red lyrium.
The site of Bartrand's Folly, the tag Varric found, has been leaked. There's a Deep Roads entrance crawling with strange humans carting out red lyrium by the handful.
How do we know they're not using multiple entrances to get to the Tig?
Navigating the Deep Roads isn't like the surface. There's no accurate maps of the whole system, and there are cave-ins, darkspawn, lava floods. If you find a route that gets where you're going, you don't deviate. Trying to find another way could be deadly.
Who could have given away the Tig's location?
There were a few people who knew. Hirelings from the expedition, a couple of close friends.
How they found out isn't important. What matters is we know where they are now.
If it's such a secret, how do you know about it, Bianca?
I told her. Right after the expedition, I wrote and told Bianca what we found. I had artifacts that needed buyers, and she had more contacts that would pay for them. Plus, I owed her.
You can get there from Orlais. It's a long way to the Free Marches.
The deep roads are all connected. Or they used to be. Collapses and such. Some of them on purpose.
They really are roads. They spanned the Dwarven Empire. Went to every corner of the continent. Maybe further. In theory, you can get to any Tig using the deep roads, but in practice... there's a reason nobody uses them anymore.
We need to deal with this. As long as he has this source, Corypheus is that much more powerful.
I couldn't agree more.
I'll keep an eye on their operation. If you're interested in shutting it down, you've got my help. Try not to leave me waiting too long, Varric. I've got my own work to do, you know.
Right. That's not going to be trouble at all. Let me know when you want to head to the entrance.
Ooh, okay. Enter Valmar, Welsh. Okay, we have an update. That you have an update for us. Commander, find victory. May our enemies feel its sting. Okay. What's this? Letter written in fine hand and lightly scented. Signed by Josephine. The issue of Psalm Rainer has been settled, but his deception has had far-reaching consequences. We had not used the Grey Warden treaties. We might not have found ourselves in so awkward position as it is. I received daily messages from all quarters demanding we make preparations. We must do something. Scribbled beneath, signed by Colin. I'm sorry, did we embarrass the Duchess at a soiree by stepping on her gown, or was the sky turned open and heaven beset by an ancient darkspawn magister? We needed the gold, we needed men. You would have persuaded someone to part with them with or without the treaties. We are not making preparations for doing what we had to do. What no one else could have done. Don't forget we are now allied with the Wardens. If we had no authority to us before, we do now. The Inquisition to survive beyond Corypheus' defeat. We won't always be at war. Why allies when it takes so to always think? Let's return to what was. We step forward, not back. No apologies. What happened with the Wardens gave us more authority than ever to use.
Inquisitor.
The Inquisition is a powerful force. We are not a little force that would be taken lightly. Okay, I would like to
I can spare some time. What do you need?
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
Thanks, Varric.
No problem.
What
can I do for you?
I will ask you for gifts of Sarah.
I want to give Sarah a gift to show her how I feel. Any suggestions?
You and Sarah, huh? Good one. That'll make some eyes twitch. A gift, though. Tricky business. Is it too obscure? Is it too on the nose? Will it be taken as intended? Oh, it's a pain in the ass. I wouldn't worry about it. If there's something she wants, she'll say. Well, Sarah's not big on subtext. No footnotes or, you know, really words of any sort.
What? Okay. Let's Solas.
My friend.
I want to show Sarah how I feel. Any suggestions for a good gift?
You and... I see.
You won't help?
I can't. The way she's been raised, she's no more of an elf than I am a horse. I have no insight in what she could want. Something human and fleeting, no doubt.
So I don't need to ask everyone. I need to ask Blackwall.
Your worship.
Hey.
Inquisitor?
How shall I refer to you? Rainier or Blackwall?
I've gotten used to Blackwall. Perhaps we could treat it as less of a name and more of a title. Almost like Inquisitor. Reminds me of what I ought to be.
Inquisitor means something. Blackwall doesn't.
It means something to me.
So you disagree, you really want the Blackwall, huh? But anyway...
I want to show Sarah how I feel, but can't think of the right gift. Ideas?
You and Sarah? That's a tricky one, actually. It's hard to know what she wants without knowing who she is. Same problems everywhere, I guess. You should give her something you think she might like. Doesn't help, I know. Good luck.
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
So I should ask everyone then? Inform everyone of our relationship? Very well. If that's how it's supposed to be, then that's how it's supposed to be.
Did you see what they did?
I can stop a program in the game.
I trust all is well.
I want to give Sarah a gift that shows I'm serious about her. Any idea what she would like?
You, our herald, and Sarah? Ugh. You certainly go out of your way to make things difficult, don't you? I've no suggestions. At least none she would willingly accept, such as gaining purpose, or an actual profession. If there's nothing else, I'll get back to work.
Okay, I'll ask Iron Bull now. Hopefully he has some suggestions.
Pleasure as always, boss.
I want to get Sarah something to show I'm serious. Thoughts on the right gift?
So, you and her, huh? Nice. But you're right. It's hard to say what she'd want that she hasn't just taken and gotten bored with already. I'm drawing a blank. I'd offer positions or something, but I play a power game, and she's all about the limber. Nice sketch, though, boss. Good on ya.
Oh, Dorian. Let's ask Cole. She has even an idea. I mean, Hey, Cole.
It started out helping, taking the fear away. I won't take too much. I am not that.
I want to show Sarah how I feel. You have a different perspective. Any ideas on what to get her?
A gift that means feelings. So it's something it isn't. I don't think that works outside the Fade. Or in it. Don't give her a gift in the Fade. That would go very bad. She would make it very bad. I'm not much help. Sorry.
I thought so.
There is no other man. He becomes the...
So I need to talk to Vivian and Dorian. Dorian first, because I'm sure Vivian will not agree.
Your worship.
Will probably even be disapproving. A woman who wants nothing.
I'm looking for ideas for something to give Sarah, to show her I'm serious.
Right. You want the lover's red. Nestle a Feltamont rose to your heart, and take it to the west peak of Mount Azazet. As dawn breaks, bare your chest. 9 seconds of that cold sun will tease the petals to the color of love's first blush.
What?
Is that a thing?
No, complete nonsense. As is trying to please that imp with any material gift. Good luck, Inquisitor. It's not a hunt I'd bet on.
What? I already asked earlier.
Always with the questions. What will people say? You know where I'll be.
Vivian.
My dear, I know you must have a great deal on your mind right now, but I need to speak with you. You
What
know
is
as
it?
well as I how far the Inquisition's influence has spread, and how desperate the Grand Clerics have become. Our opinion will be instrumental in their election of the new Divine.
They want Leliana and Cassandra as candidates.
The Inquisition may not be invited to their vote, but our actions will certainly influence the Grand Clerics. To sit on the Sunburst throne, a candidate should have grace, charm, and a will of solid steel. Cassandra may lack the first two, but unless you can think of someone better, she is the strongest choice.
What would your ideal Divine do with her power?
The most important thing, of course, is the restoration of the Circles and the Templar Order. The institutions that have protected Thedas for ages must be rebuilt, and the malcontents utterly crushed. We cannot allow anarchists to threaten the lives of the innocent. After we have restored sanity to the world, there will be time to address voices of dissent.
Where can we find candidates outside of the Chantry? There must be someone other than Leliana or Cassandra.
The Chantry is already desperate. They would not look to unordained women if they had any choice. You may have better luck searching the halls of the Imperial Court. There are many women serving the Empire who have the necessary presence and acumen.
I'll have to think carefully about this.
Well, don't fret, my dear. With guidance, you'll steer the clerics in the proper direction. We will have to be very mindful of everything we do and say, for the Conclave certainly is doing the same. If they look to the Inquisition to provide a sign of the Maker's will, we will have to give them the right one.
You okay?
Did you need something, darling?
I want to show Sarah I'm serious about her. Any ideas about a gift that would say it?
Oh, seriously? This is why you've bothered me. Just shave something rude into your privates, dear. She won't get the redundancy.
Are you sure? Anything is worth considering.
Of course, my dear. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm doing anything else.
Now I need to talk to Sarah. Wait, how many? Okay, okay, I'm going to end the stream here because it's almost 4 hours, so I will be back after a few minutes or a few seconds. I will just cut the stream here and see you on the next stream.